Hey guys, Angus here. Quick video today. Something I keep saying is the purpose of exercise isn't to burn calories or to burn fat or to burn carbohydrates. It's to create an adaptation in the body so your metabolism can do its job. I'm going to show you on the board here. It might be a bit blurry. I'm speaking loudly because I don't have my microphone on today. I will film this board and we'll go through each different type of exercise and what it actually does. Quick interruption. If you like this content, hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And let's get back to it. Okay, so this is your mitochondria in your cell. So here's a small mitochondria, here's a big mitochondria, and here's a fat. So the fat goes into the mitochondria, but if you see the size of this fat here, it's too big for the mitochondria. So it takes a while to process, and if say you were on the bike, you would only hold 70 watts. That would be low wattage because your fat is too big for your cell. So what you can do is this is a Z2 zone 2 exercise and it will actually make your cell bigger, but it does this over time. This takes several months to improve. So your fat cell here now can go into the fat cell process and you'll produce more watts, say 150 watts. These are just numbers, low watts, high watts. Okay, so that's the purpose of zone 2 exercise, is to change the shape of your mitochondria so you can handle more fat and produce more power while you're in lower intensity. Over here, this is our next example. So we got a cell here with all these little V's on it, and we got this cell here with all these little locked doors on it. And these little G's here are glucose. So the glucose can't get into the cell because the door is locked. Only one of these doors is open. If you do high intensity exercise, you change your cell so the doors open. You become more insulin sensitive, and all these glucose can then get quickly absorbed into the cell and out of your bloodstream. So you become more insulin sensitive if you do high intensity exercise. And the last thing here is these little circles here are your cells. This is low lean body mass and this is high lean body mass. So if you do weightlifting, you create larger muscles, and if you have larger muscles, you can have more cells, which means you could have more of these living in here. But you could have low lean body mass, insulin resistance, and rubbish fat cells, and you're gonna have a really hard time processing energy. Or you can have large mitochondria that can handle cells, you can be insulin sensitive, and you can have a high lean body mass, which will be easier to process energy, and your metabolism will do an easier job using and utilizing energy. So you lift weights to build your muscle, do high intensity exercise to improve insulin sensitivity, and do low intensity zone 2 exercise to make bigger mitochondria. So now we know what type of exercise we need to do, and we know what sort of effect those exercises will do. Now we need to know how often should we do them, how much of each one of them should we do them, and we don't really have a good answer for this, because what we do know is you've got a minimum effective dose and then you've got maximum recoverable volume. Somewhere in between there is where you're going to need to train these. So if you overtrain weightlifting, you're not going to have enough recovery for your zone 2. If you overtrain your zone 2, you might not have enough weightlifting for or enough recoverable volume for your intensity. You have a single bucket of stress. So you put in life stress, baby stress, partner stress, exercise stress, weightlifting stress, zone 2 stress, and once that bucket overspills, you are past your maximum recoverable volume. So we know we need to keep our life stresses as low as possible. If we have too many life stresses, then we need to narrow the amount of work we're doing to be closer to our minimum effective dose. If we have zero life stresses and we're an athlete and everything's taken care of, then we can go more closer to our maximum recoverable volume. We know sleep's going to play a massive part in this. That's where most of your recovery is happening, is in your sleep. And then we also need the building blocks, the raw macronutrients and vitamins and minerals for this. So are we getting enough protein in? Are we getting enough carbohydrates in? Are we getting the carbohydrates at the right time? Do we have enough good fats coming into the system? So this is an impossible question to answer. I do have a pyramid chart that I do like to use, but this is really, really highly individualized. This is where coaching comes in, program design comes in, and those sort of things comes in. So if you have any questions on this, please drop them in the comments and I'll try and answer them best I can. And anyway, that is why exercise, why we should be exercising, and what effect we should be trying to get from our various exercises. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next video.